Okay, we can use the K-Cafe uplink yet again. Oh, it's K-Cafe PC, it's not the owner. You were asked by the mother of a young shut-in boy to investigate a girl by the name of Athena. Connect to the chat site? Yes. There she is. Okay.
Oh, hi, Naoya. How are you today? Wait, didn't you say you wouldn't be able to log on until later this evening? 'Cause you were going to take part in the arcade event?
Okay, Obviously the first one is not right. I'm tempted to go for the third one because it said he's a basement dweller, but he's also honest, and I don't think she would, like, try to catch me in the act right at the beginning, like at the first question when we haven't even exchanged one line of dialogue, so the event got cut short.
Really? Awesome! So you can spend all day talking to me then.
Definitely seems like she's Athena.
Actually, how long have you been here today? I want to hear more of your stories now, yeah?
Well, she certainly seems into him.
Yeah, tell me the rest of the story you were telling me yesterday. About what happened when you went to the arcade the other day.
Okay. I'd say the music game, since he's a basement dweller, and basement dwellers are usually not interested in sports. So, yeah. Damn it.
Huh? Nope, not that one. I mean the one about the beat 'em up competition.
Okay, we couldn't have gotten it right.
You said you used the weakest character, but you still won.
Gasp.
Naoya, just as a test, would it be alright if I asked you a few questions? Naoya, what's your job again?
I'm a student, but I don't actually go to school. The others are I clean basements or I'm a childminder. Okay, no. I clean basements, it's meant to trip me up. I'm a student, but I don't actually go to school.
Yeah, that was it. A student. Though you said you could always stay at home. Alright, second question. What did you say your favorite food is?
Hamburgers.
That's right! You definitely said you liked hamburgers. Maybe the questions were too easy. ... Okay, last question. This is something I'm always asking you about. Naoya, do you like me?
Not really makes no sense whatsoever, because why would he talk to her otherwise? I love you, you're my girl seems too outgoing for a basement dweller. I should know. I mean, they could be in a relationship already, but... It's either one of those two. I'll just say sure, it's more generic and less committal.
That's such a guy thing to say. You're definitely Naoya.
Yes!
No, he is really shy. He would never come right out and say he likes me. He'd just compliment me on my nice points instead.
Okay, we never had that option, so... fish and mailed, I guess.
Now I'm sure you're a fake. You're using Naoya's account. What do you want? Just stop.
Okay. Minervamon. Oh, so that's why she called herself Athena.
Stop pretending you're Naoya.
And as usual, the solution is Digimon. The design is actually... yeah, I love it. But I don't know what it has to do with Minerva? I mean, I know Athena has a loose connection with snakes because of her, like, turning Medusa into a Gorgon, right? But this one looks more like fit for something like Quetzalcoatl or something like that. Because it's a feathered serpent, right? And even the design looks more Aztec than Greek. Or Roman, I mean. Roman, sorry. Minerva's Roman. But I must admit my Roman mythology knowledge is not up to snuff. I am more into Greek mythology, since my grandpa is Greek. Okay, let's beat up an innocent, love-struck Digimon with extreme prejudice. But first... Yes, treasure chest. Oh, not this one again. Ew. But wait, I need to change. Okay, in that case, let's just do Meteor Fall and hope they... Oh, I picked the completely the wrong class. I'm so stupid. But anyways, those guys should just die. Yeah. Okay, down here. We could go immediately down here, or go into the other elevator. But first, we have a new Digimon, Kudamon. I don't know. It looks like a weird combination of like a ferret and a snake. But it has not enough texture for me, so it's just like a flopping leech. So yeah, it has no scales that would be needed for a snake, or no fur that would be needed for a ferret. So I'm actually not too keen on this one. It's not bad per se, but it's just it's meh. Okay, Meteor Fall. And of course, I missed the one I wanted to hit. Okay, Koromon. Thank you. And Godramon. Let's go. Oh, Lunamon's max level. That one fast. Okay, let's look what's behind door number 1. Anything here? No, nothing here. Nothing whatsoever. This was a trap. Oh, a Leomon is here. Ouch. Okay, vaccine type. I probably need to change Greymon out of here for a data type of some kind at least. Okay, Koromon, let's go. The D-grenade? No, I think the Heaven's Thunder is still my most damaging move. Fist of the Beast King. Ooh. That even hurts a lot. Okay. But since our Godramon levels up so often because it's still such a low level, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, the other teleporter it is. Okay, what do we have here? First of all, yes. For Lunamon, let's head to the Digilab for just a second. Digivolve. Yes, no one else is here. Lunamon, okay. It's a water type, but I wanted this one. Oh, Lunamon needed the cam. Okay, no wonder I couldn't feed it. Does that mean... Can I feed meat from the menu? Oh, memory up, nice. No, I cannot. I need to go to the barn. Did we have a friendship item? Friendship. Yeah, here, friendship. Increase cam by 10, that's exactly what I need. Lunamon has cam increased by 10. Okay. Once more with feeling. This one looks most similar. Lunamon digivolves to... Oh! It's nothing like Lunamon whatsoever. What the hell? It's a Nezumi Nun? A mouse nun? Damn, the design looks actually really cool. With the white and pistols. Looks like an executioner from Fate, like a church executioner from Fate, or yeah, like an anime character. And this is, if I am not wrong, the first humanoid Digimon we have, right? Like human as in they look completely human and could like go outside on the street and just be mistaken for a cosplayer, right? And the only other one we had that was slightly in that direction was Lilymon, but Lilymon still looked very distinctly like a plant. But yeah, I like it. What else can you do? Okay, it continues on and needs ABI 50 for this one. Interesting. I don't actually think that this is the correct Digivolution from Lunamon. Yeah, but still. I'm not disappointed. Okay, in that case, let's get back on track. A lot of Digivolutions this episode. I hope you ladies and gents don't mind. Okay, as always, we need this first. And head back up. And here we are back again with Minervamon. I'm looking forward to this. I love the little tongue face, tonguey smile. Yeah.
You're the one who was just here a second ago using Naoya's account, weren't you? Poor Naoya, to be fooled by a liar like you into letting his account get stolen.
It's for a case. I had no choice. Not that she's going to listen anyways.
No, I don't care. I don't want to hear what your reasons are. Anyway, I have nothing more to say. Go away.
Would Digimon-human romantic relationships actually work? Question mark? I mean, this one is clearly also humanoid. But yeah. I mean, they're both sapient beings, so it shouldn't be too different from like in a fantasy novel where an elf falls in love with a human or with an orc or something like that. Since they're both sapient, it should be fine. Okay, we need to get Galgamon out of your stat. And get some of our vaccine types in. Yeah, let's put Unimon in here. And Gatomon and Airdramon. But yeah, Unimon. His first bout on the team. Majestic. Mark Rush. The attack is actually pretty powerful. But let's see if you can take it as much as you can dish it out. Oh, pretty respectable. Oh, Minervamon has blue hair. Nice, I love blue hair. And it's even like somewhat bleached. Yeah, it's not so strikingly neon. I love it. Okay, but face the holy light. Yeah. And what do we have here? Also holy shot. Heavy Strike, Sonic Void. Yeah, Sonic Void 2 is probably the best option since we are wind type ourselves. So we should get stabbed, right? Strike Roll! Hoo boy! But the Nevermon probably should be dead before she can pull off one more attack. Except if we miss. In that case, Unimon may be dead. No. On the design side of things, I've been very satisfied with this episode so far. You got to see a lot of new cool Digimon designs.
Why did you pretend to be Naoya and come to this chat room? Are you trying to get me banned from the chat room for pretending to be a human? Can't Digimon chat just like humans? Are you saying Digimon and humans can't be friends?
I don't think Naoya wanted to be your friend, Minervamon.
Before you got here, I had never heard anyone. I just wanted to come here and listen to Naoya's stories. So that's it. You were asked to come here by Naoya's mother and pretended to be him.
Oh, it's the sad music again. Nice. We heard that once before, right? And I commented on how much I liked it, right? Because it's pretty damn good. Yeah.
Naoya, he couldn't make any friends at school. He stopped going and became completely absorbed in the chat site.
I mean, people could argue that that was an instance of you harming him by making him come back to the chat site even more.
I was interested in the site and came to live here. When I met Naoya, I made myself look like the other characters here, and we started chatting. Naoya hasn't talked to his family in a while. Sometimes he'd miss school. His family would be hard on him. That made it even harder to talk. He always told me he wanted to talk to his family, just like he used to. He wanted to go to school and get along with everybody.
Aww. Naoya seems like a good kid.
If Naoya's mother is worried about him...
More like stalking him.
Could you please tell her to sit down with him and talk to him kindly? I'm sure Naoya will open up to her. I'll do my best to encourage him as well.
Aw, this is so wholesome.
Oh, and could you please not get me kicked off this chat site?
No, why would I do that? Yeah, please take care of Naoya from now on.
Yes, of course. Woohoo!
Ah, damn. The high voice, sorry, I always take it out of me. Sorry.
Ah, detective. Were you able to talk with Athena? I see. He tells her a lot, apparently. I didn't realize he was so worried about the family. My son is a shut-in. He's different from other kids. If he doesn't get back to school soon, I don't know what will become of him. I guess all that worry has made Naya nervous about talking to me. Detective, from what you saw, what kind of person is Athena?
No, we're not saying she's a complete hothead. No, she's a very good person. Oh, she was so sweet.
I see. From the stories I've heard of her, she seems like a very kind person. She seems to be someone who really cares about Naya, which is good. I feel really bad that I doubted her intentions. Tonight, I think I'll make hamburgers.
Oh, sorry, I gave him a nervous voice for a second there, sorry.
Tonight, I think I'll make hamburgers. They're his favorite food, and I haven't made them for a while. I doubt I'll be able to repair our relationship quickly. I'll start by trying to listen to what my child says more carefully. Detective, I'm so glad you took the case. Thank you so very much.
Investigation complete. And Farm 1's training is complete, but I don't want to go there right now. Meet you back at Kyoko's. And here we are. And on the way down, I just got another Digiline message. I don't know if it's anything of importance. Trivia! Yes, trivia is important. Trivia by Stingmon. From which facility can you go to the Digifarm, huh? The Digilab? Why is that even a question? That's super obvious. I'm disappointed, Stingmon. Bjormon was a much better quizmaster than you. Remember Bjormon? She was the OG quizmaster. Yay, Sleuth rank up. We became a real cyber sleuth, as if we hadn't been one already. Damn, the working market is tough.
Great work. What do you say I pour you a cup of coffee for your trouble?
Okay. Oh, I still have time. So... I'll probably start up the next case. Because it's a little too much time to do another metal showcase.
So, Ara, so the labyrinth entrance is in Shinjuku. If you've the time, stop by and check it out.
Okay. A labyrinth entrance in Shinjuku. Meet you back at Shinjuku. Oh no. There's an exclamation mark right here. Who are you? Gluttonous lady.
This place looks nice.
Who
the hell are you?
Oh my god, she has a unique design. Oh no. Oh no. Should I give her... Should I give her a better voice? Because that was... I kind of gave her the creepy one-off NPC voice. Sorry. But, yeah, maybe.
Huh? If you want to eat, just come inside. Did you say? You don't understand. A lady such as myself can't simply go into a place such as this unaccompanied. By the way, the other day I saw a girl left alone outside this place. She looked so lonely. She was fair-skinned, had black hair. She was looking at the display. Perhaps only I saw the girl.
Well, sounds like Yuko, right? Fair-skinned, black hair, fancies street food? We caught Yuko in front of the takoyaki stand once, right?
Oh, heck no. How's the new body? Have you broken it in yet?
New body? What are you talking about, Kyoko?
While you are out having fun, we've got another request for the cyber sleuth. It's quite a big, complex case. Once you get back to the office, you can find the case on the whiteboard.
Okay. Now I'm unsure. I'll return to Kyoko for now. No, this is a red case. So what was that about in Shinjuku? Is this in Shinjuku? No, this is in the Broadway. Broadway food tour. Am I an undercover eater for food review? I am an undercover eater for food reviews, and I need someone to help me investigate something, okay? I guess the Shinjuku mystery will have to wait.
Heck though, I know it's out of the blue, but... Are you hungry right now?
Question mark?
Ada, kids your age, always hungry. Actually, this case came from the web. It's quite a strange one. We have a request from someone who ranks gourmet restaurants as a personal hobby. She would like you to go to Nakano and grade the gourmet restaurants here, there, and report back to her. The fee and expense have all been paid up front. I decided it wasn't at risk. A risk, so I took it on.
Wait, isn't it basically fraud? We are completing food reviews for a famous reviewer that doesn't want to go here? That seems like fraud.
I have decided to entrust this case to you.
To you guys. Who's you guys? Question mark? Oh! Hello! It's Nokia and Arata! Yes, the gang's all back together. We haven't been on a joint mission since the very first episode, I think. Like, with all three of us.
OMG, Kyoko, is that egg and rice place really doing all you can eat buffets now?
What did I warn you about last episode, Nokia? Egg over rice is not the way to go. And I thought you learned when you talked about the salmonella syndrome.
Can I really eat for free, Kyoko? Yes, it's a present from me to all you hungry little kids.
Wow, straight up lying.
Please, try your best on this one. So the three restaurants we're going to are a Chinese restaurant, a sushi restaurant, and a tea house.
Sushi seems to be my preferred option among those three. Sushi is really good, especially in Japan. But Chinese restaurants are not to be discounted, and tea houses, well, if you have actually ever done a real tea ceremony, they always have like desserts to go with the tea, like in a proper tea ceremony. And these desserts are really, really good. They taste like a mix of like this eatable paper. I don't know what the English term is, but you know, these sheets of paper that you can eat, and like a marzipan confectionery, like a marzipan baked good. Is marzipan even an English word? Watch and see people having no clue what I'm talking about here. But if it's not, I'll probably put it on the screen right now what the translation is. Sorry about that.
Wait, what about the egg and rice place?
It looks like each one of these places is in the Nakano building.
What about the eggs and rice place?
We can visit the places in any order. I'm starving. Let's just go.
Well, Arata seems kind of done with this already. Okay. In any order, he said, so let's go to the one at the entrance here. I'm guessing the person we talked to was the gourmet, right? So this is the Chinese restaurant. You should be able to get eggs over rice here as well, maybe. Oh, no, maybe not. That's more like a Japanese thing. If it's egg in rice, then the egg is already scrambled and cooked.
Huh? What restaurant is this? OMG, this place is kinda run down. Actually, it's like falling apart. Actually, no, it's a complete dump.
You must be blind. This place looks great.
Yeah, the rundown local places are often like the secret tips.
If it's been deteriorating, it means it's been here for a long time. Which means customers have been coming here for a long time. Which means it's good.
Yeah, I am 100% on board with Arata's opinion here.
Great, let's go in. Hector, what are you having?
For a Chinese restaurant. Probably Peking duck. Like, you know, like fried duck with sweet and sour sauce. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Chinese dish. I love it. I absolutely love Peking duck. Pretty much, if I do not eat buffet at Chinese restaurant, I always eat Peking duck. All the time, every time. Nothing else compares. Okay, the main character said,
"What should I have? The chahan looks good, but so does the mapo tofu."
Wait, mapo tofu is like an extremely hot dish if I know my fate lore.
Huh? A half chahan meal? That way. I could just have the parts of the chahan I like the best. Okay, I'll go for that then. La-di-da-di-da. Half chahan and half mapo tofu. Here you are.
Oh no, it's the restaurant staff, sorry.
Wow, they give good-sized portions here. This was a good choice.
I wonder what the food critic's problem with this place was. Why couldn't she be seen in those places? Like, a food critic's prime occupation is finding out secret tips and rating restaurants that are not just all fancy-pantsy, but can, like, make amazing dishes even though they are not well known, right? Otherwise, what would you need a food critic for? Right? Because, like, rich people will always go... Or, like... Let's formulate it the other way around. Like, rich people restaurants will always have rich people visiting them. That's the correct wording, right? Not that rich people can't get poor people food. But yeah.
Huh? That delicious smell. Ah yes, it's the Sichuan pepper. Isn't it Sichuan pepper? Wasn't there some hype about some McDonald's sauce a few years back? Sichuan pepper? And the mapo tofu. Oh, the Sichuan pepper is making a beautiful harmony with the even more delicious star anise.
Ah yeah, anise, okay. I sometimes drink anise tea.
I'm gonna try and put the chahan in my mouth while the aftertaste of the mapo tofu is still there.
Wouldn't the aftertaste of mapo tofu mean you are not tasting anything because it's super duper hot? Yeah, that's sometimes the problem with like extremely hot food, that it like kills off all your taste nerves.
That was great. Oh, that was delicious, just like I thought. This place is amazing.
That was great. Crab omelette and egg chahan with stir-fried mushroom and egg.
She really seems to be a big fan of eggs. Oh, it's Yuko! Hello, Yuko! Yes, I was absolutely right. It was her.
Who are you?
Dot dot dot. Aw, you could have joined us, Yuko. Hey, what are you doing? Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Okay. Quite the culinary adventure we have gotten ourselves involved into here. But I think, since I have passed the 1 hour mark on my recording, I'll stop the episode right here, and next time we have more culinary trivia from my life to look forward to, if that interests anyone. Okay, but yeah, comment down below. What would you have gotten at the Chinese restaurant? Like, what's your preferred Chinese food? Yeah, I'm really invested in this now, actually. This is the best quest in this episode so far. Okay, yeah. This has been episode 25, and I hope to see you next time, I guess.